my darlings. I hope you're all doing very, very well. I hope you are sitting comfortably, you are cozy, and you have your snacks and your beverages at the ready. First of all, look at my sleeves. Okay, I need everyone to admire my sleeves right now. They're just so big. I love them so much. Anyway, in today's video, it's going to be a nice, chill, cozy one. I will be taking a look at a subreddit called Am I Overreacting? Now, I have never, ever, ever seen this subreddit before. Never even heard of it. I've never seen anyone discuss it before in like a YouTube video or a podcast or anything. Not that I'm aware of. My memory is very, very bad. But I watch/listen to this podcast called The Sesh. Let me know if any of you are Seshies out there. For those of you that don't know, The Sesh is a podcast by a very well-known YouTuber named Kendal. She does a lot of true crime content. She also has another podcast called Mile Higher with her husband, and she has another podcast with her cousin Janelle. I freaking love Janelle so much, and I have been an avid The Sesh watcher since it began. To be honest, I've been watching Kendal for years, like literally years. I highly recommend her, especially when it comes to true crime. She's one of those content creators that is very, very respectful when it comes to true crime, because you know there's some that are just not that respectful when, you know, covering something so serious and dark that is true crime. And the podcast that she has with her husband, Mile Higher, is very, very entertaining. Sometimes they cover serious topics, but sometimes they do some like lighthearted content here and there. Honestly, I just can only highly recommend. In one of the episodes of The Sesh, they covered Am I Overreacting? And I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I thought, I wonder if there's anything tattoo related on this subreddit. And there is. And I'm just like, yes. Oh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to read some posts of people being like, am I overreacting about this thing to do with tattoos? Like, give it to me. So get comfy, get cozy, get your snacks, your beverages. Yes, light a candle, get a blanket. Unless it's like very hot where you are right now, then get an ice cream, okay? Or turn up the aircon, blast the fan, I don't know. Okay, so the first one we're going to read is, Am I Overreacting? Paid $350 for a tattoo August 1st, 2024 that I have yet to receive. Oh, tea. Okay, now do we read the text first? Or do we read? Let me read the post. I'm going to read the post, okay? Artist keeps pushing date bag and diverting conversations when asked about a refund. I understand not working due to grief, so I gave her a pass on that one, but it's been deny ever since. The shop says it's permanently closed on Google and the artist hasn't been online since September, but she insists that she's coming back to my city. She did my first tattoo and my friend's first tattoo, and we both loved our experiences, so this is very unexpected. Is it time to demand a refund and take to court if denied? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's look at these texts. Hi, sorry I didn't see your appointment. Can you do the following? Whenever ready, briefly or more if needed. Describe via text or email, available upon request, what tattoo you are wanting and any photo references you may have, location on body and approximate size and desired time frame to start on your tattoo. And of course, I remember your tattoo. Do you have any dates and times in mind, or waiting or dinner than later? Maybe that's meant to be or sooner than later? I was thinking maybe the ideal time would be between August the 11th to 13th, but I can do sooner for sure. Sooner or later, not dinner. Oh yeah, it literally says that. Okay, sooner or later. I feel that. Can you do the 12th or 13th at 5 p.m? You would be looking at $350. I'm guessing that is. The 12th at 5 is good for me. What payment method do you use? All payments accepted. Zelle and Venmo have no fee, and Cash App, credit and debit have a 3% processing fee, and invoice can be texted to complete via Square. I will get my dad to Venmo you today. Awesome, thanks. Then I'll boom your date. I think that's book your date. All right, this tattoo artist, like I understand more than anyone, okay? My spelling and what have you is terrible, but oh my God. Check your texts before you send them. Sounds good, thank you. I mean, paying for a tattoo up front, I will always say that is such a bad idea. Don't do that, okay? Like, you're asking for a recipe for disaster. I know sometimes people do it just for budgeting reasons or what have you, or if you've been getting tattooed by the same tattoo artist a lot. This person did say that they've already been tattooed by this artist, so I can understand the trust there. I don't know, like I've never ever paid for a tattoo up front, like never. Deposit, yes, you know, like that's standard, that's normal, but the whole thing? Ugh. I had to move it to the next day, same time. All right. Hi, my little brother passed away unexpectedly. Oh, that's really sad. And I have to fly today, but I will reschedule everyone within the coming weeks. I deeply apologize. That's okay with me. I'm so sorry for your loss. Hi, I was wondering if you are going to be back sometime in October to reschedule. Yes, end of the month, sweetie. Okay, what day will you be back? I'm going to be out of town for the 25th to the 27th, but can do pretty much any other time. After the 28th. So when you get back, won't start booking. I think that is. So when you get back, I won't start booking anyone till the first week or end of first week of November. And then the person replied saying, hi, I was just wondering if you've started booking this month yet. Hi, yeah, I am. Just 1 or 2 days this coming week. Awesome. What days do you have? What's your schedule availability like this week and next Thursday 19th? I can't access my schedule at the moment because of my phone, but I can look when I have access tomorrow. Do you have anything on Wednesday the 13th? My flight gets in that day, I believe, but I can double check and see what time I could do. Is there a time you are available tomorrow? Hi, I had a 16-hour flight, so I will check my schedule for this weekend. I know I have some time to do it. Awesome, let me know when you have time. I could come Saturday or Sunday. What dates will you have in the next week or so? I can do between 12 and 4 on Monday or Wednesday, and anytime in the afternoon on Friday, Saturday or Sunday. Hi, I am booking appointments for the second week of January because my flight is leaving in a bit today. What days can you do it? I'll send the date range here shortly after I check in at the airport. Hi, I hope you had a good holiday season. Are you still going to be booking for the second week of January? Yes, I will be, but for early February. What dates? Not sure yet, but I will know in a week or so when I can get a ticket. I saw that it says permanently closed on Google. Are you working somewhere else or do I need to get a refund and find another artist? I guess that says. I'm behind in hours, but I will be back for a week by then. So please text me in like a week or two and I will book you. Do you have the bookings open for February yet? I can't get my ticket yet, but hopefully I can in a week or so. Oh my gosh. So this has been going on from like August to February, which is a very long time. Obviously this tattoo artist has gone through something incredibly tragic and this person obviously has a lot of empathy and patience for that. It shows like this person who is texting the tattoo artist isn't like losing their rag, isn't getting aggy, isn't getting angry or, you know, hostile or anything like that. They're having patience, which is incredible. I do, however, understand their frustration of this going on for months. Like they're out of $350 and this probably isn't the only person that has lost out on money. This has probably happened to another few clients or so. It seems like this tattoo artist's life is definitely up in the air at the moment. Like it seems like they were gonna go home, but then they haven't gone home. Like they've obviously traveled to wherever their family is because their brother has passed away. And like, again, very understandable. I just feel like you shouldn't really string along your clients for this long. Like the first couple of times of being like, I'm booking now. Okay, well, no, I'm not. I'm booking for the next month. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm booking for the next month, to the point where it's like months later. That's just unfair on your clients. And I can understand that this tattoo artist maybe doesn't want to lose out on clients, especially as, you know, they're not working at the moment. They want to make sure they have clients when they come back to work. But you should probably communicate that and just be like, look, I really have no idea what's going on with my life right now. I'm so sorry. Maybe do a partial refund, just keep enough so there's like a deposit amount would have been an ideal solution maybe. Oh, it's a tough one. I wouldn't say that this is a bad tattoo artist. I just think the communication skills is very, very bad, you know? A lot of people within the comment section, I'm just reading through the comment section very quickly just to see what people are saying. And a lot of people are like, name and shame the tattoo artist. I don't know, am I missing something? I don't know, maybe I just have a lot of empathy here. And I'm normally the first one to call out very bad behavior. But yeah, I'm going to stand by, like the first couple of times I would be completely understanding. Again, this person's going through a lot. I feel like maybe after the third attempt of booking something in, I'd be a bit like, I don't even know third. I think I'm just too understanding. I think I'd still be waiting. I'd still be like, don't worry about it. I think after a year, I'd be pissed off. Am I overreacting? My fiance is getting a tattoo he knows I hate. Ooh. Okay, so I will preface this with the fact that I 100% know that it is his body and he can do whatever he wants. I would never and have never told him no to getting this tattoo. That doesn't make sense because the title is literally my fiance is getting a tattoo he knows I hate. But you just said that I would never tell him no. He is getting his grandpa's logo tattooed on his forearm. His grandpa was known as the Mad Butcher. This logo is not cute. Oh no. The man looks so creepy and he is holding 2 large knives. I just don't think it's a good idea for a lot of reasons. I really wish that he would get it in a spot easier to hide in case that is required someday. Or honour his grandpa in a different way. Ooh. He literally doesn't care about my opinion, which is annoying, but whatever. What really got me was he said, I know you don't like it and you'll probably not be attracted to me or never have sex with me again, but this is what I want. I have never said that. I have just told him that I think the design is creepy and that he might have to hide it. I don't know why he would say something like that or go out of his way to do this, even though he feels like I wouldn't like him anymore. He's at the appointment right now and I'm just obsessing and need to know if I am overreacting. Also, tips on how to be okay with it because we have a daughter together and this isn't something I am going to break up with him over. Wow, okay, this is a lot. I feel like you really shouldn't have an opinion on what your other half gets tattooed on them unless it is obviously something that is very damaging and hateful, racist tattoos, homophobic tattoos, stuff that is just, you know, not nice for a lot of people to look at. Then I feel like you can have an opinion and be like, you're being fucking stupid, why are you doing this? Like, no. Get out of here. But if it's something that's especially meaningful and like, yeah, okay, it may not be cute to you, but it's meaningful to your other half and that should be a good thing, right? Like if Tom come to me and was like, hey, I would like, oh God, I can never think of anything stupid when it comes to Tom's, you know, tattoo ideas because I wouldn't put anything past him apart from obviously racist, homophobic stuff. Like Tom would never get a hateful tattoo ever. But if Tom come to me with a weird tattoo idea, I just like, do what you want. I literally don't care. Like, it's just not a big deal to me. As long as you're happy, it's not hateful, I don't care. And sure, it might be something that I don't particularly like or I think, that's not really for me, but it's not my body. I can understand some people see tattoos as an extreme thing, especially if this person isn't tattooed themselves or they don't have many tattoos. Like, tattoos are incredibly extreme for a lot of people, but I'm so far into the tattoo world, this is such a non-issue to me. How this person feels, I guess, is valid because, like, that's just how this person feels, but yeah, I don't know. It's just a bit like, it's not that deep to me, you know. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on this alongside any other ones that I read. Am I overreacting? My boyfriend tries to dictate where and what tattoos I get. He tries to tell me that he doesn't like the ones I want to get or that all tattoos should have meaning. He also tries to tell me where to get mine and tells me that he doesn't like where I want it. I'm curious on other people's opinions on this. Oh my gosh. Okay, dump him immediately. Get rid of him. Like, it's one thing to say, I don't think this tattoo is gonna look nice or it's just like not my aesthetic. Like, that's one thing, okay? Like, whatever, cool. But to like dictate where a tattoo should be. Actually, the other person did do this because they were like, it's maybe not a good idea to put it on your forearm. What is it with people trying to control what people do with their bodies? Like, what is that about? Again, if as long as it's not harmful, hateful, or whatever, who cares? Like, oh my gosh, I could not deal with this. Like, if Tom tried to control, like, my tattoo choices, our relationship would not last. It would, the first inkling of Tom trying to control my tattoo choices, oh, hell no. I'm not going to poo-poo on relationships that are very open to discussion and, you know, people that go to their other half and is like, oh, I'm thinking about doing this tattoo. How do you feel about this? Like, that's fine, but it's what they respond with, you know? That's the issue, I think. Like, the controlling and, oh, God. Am I overreacting? My boyfriend said he would never get my name tattooed on him. Okay, and I feel like that's a very valid thing, but okay. Yesterday I was just joking about with my boyfriend, as you would, and I ended up asking him if he'd ever get my name tattooed on him. To be honest, I don't know what kind of answer I was expecting, but he quickly jerked and shouted out, no, he would never. I was a bit taken aback. In my head, I was thinking, chill out, like it's never that serious. And then I asked him if he'd get his mum tattooed on him, and he said yes. He then clarified that the only people's name he'd get tattooed on him is his mum and his kids. Am I wrong for feeling kind of upset about this? I really love this man with all my heart. I feel like this person is incredibly young, just by the way they're like typing and stuff. I would say that they are kind of overreacting. Like, I can't even see their side of things, because like if I asked someone if they would get my name tattooed on them and they said no, I wouldn't be that upset or offended, because I'd just be like, I get it, I understand, because you just never know. You never know where this relationship is going. Even with marriage, even if they got married, there's a chance of divorce and tattoo regret. Do you know what I'm saying? I have a feeling that this person is reading into this much deeper than is needed to. You know, I feel like this person is hurt and has taken it as rejection when it's not that. The boyfriend isn't like, no, I would never get your name tattooed on me, and oh, by the way, I don't like you. I don't love you anymore. I feel like that's what this person is feeling, like it's just some sort of rejection, you know? Am I overreacting over a partner wanting to get a full body blackout tattoo? Oh. Edit, I just broke up with him. He's way too irresponsible and I've got no time to waste. Over a blackout tattoo. Oh my goodness. We, both 23, have been friends for years and started a relationship 5 months ago. He doesn't have a lot of money and he's still a college student who sometimes works. I understand his financial situation, so I've paid for most of our dates 90% of the time. Anyway, he started saving up some money and says that once he's out of college in a year and works full time, he'd like to get a full body blackout tattoo. I honestly think it looks awful and don't see the need to spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars to do that. I told him this, but he said he's already planned to do this for years. I don't want to stop him from doing something to his own body, but I also don't think I'll be attracted to him if he does this. Ooh, this is a tricky one, because at the end of the day, it's this person's boyfriend's body. It's their choice. They can do whatever they want, right? I will say though, a full bodysuit of black work, I'm assuming this person just wants to have like everything blacked out, which is so extreme. And I can understand someone being like, I don't like that. I'm not attracted to that. And you kind of have to be attracted to your other half, right? Like if this was just a small tattoo, I'd just tell this person to just get over it. It's just a small little tattoo, but a full blackout bodysuit is crazy work, you know? And I can kind of understand them being like, I'm not attracted to that, because tattoos aren't for everyone, especially blackout tattoos, you know? Even heavily tattooed people aren't that keen on full blackout tattoos. With the financial situation as well, I can understand that being frustrating. If this person is always paying for stuff and now this person's other half is just like saving up for this massive tattoo, which is gonna be a lot of money, while not paying for stuff as well, like that would piss me off as well. It depends like I guess how long you've been with each other. Like if Tom was like, oh, I need to save up for something kind of serious, like a car deposit for something, I don't know, I'd just be like, oh yeah, that's cool, I don't mind covering stuff, like whatever. Like communication is key here, you know? But then again, me and Tom have been together for a long time, so. But yeah, I think if I hadn't been with Tom for a while and I was paying for everything and then he was, you know, scurrying money away for a tattoo that isn't a necessity, I'd be a bit like, this ain't cool. You know, like I'm not your sugar daddy. But these people have broken up anyway, so fair play. If you're not going to be happy and you've only been together for 5 months, it's not meant to be. Am I overreacting by cancelling my tattoo appointment a day after booking it? And we have this adorable design here that's freaking so cute. It's like a dragon holding like a mug of coffee or tea or something. The only thing that's put me off a little bit is the fact that the dragon is kind of going into that tea cup a bit there. Do you see that? Like, what's that about? Design error there. This says, my sister had gotten a few good tattoos from this artist, so I thought I'd get a tattoo from her as well. I had mentioned 3 flaws, the line going into the teacup, like I just said, being the most obvious, the wings being different shape. Oh yeah, I see that. I do see that. And a minor flaw on the back toenail being a bit small even with the angle the dragon is at. Oh yeah, I see that. I do see that. It does look a little bit strange. The tattoo artist complained to my sister and said she knows it's not going to be perfect, right? Which I think is very unprofessional to talk about your client behind their back. She thought I was asking too much and nitpicking the tattoo, but the wings being different shapes and the line in the cup are major flaws. I could maybe see the one nail as being a little nitpicky, but that's all I asked for other than two major issues. I felt like I would be pressured to get a tattoo I'm not happy with, or get an artist complaining about me because they messed up the design. I don't have an issue with her messing up the design some because mistakes happen, but it's the way she reacted to me asking for a few changes, two being very necessary. Am I overreacting by cancelling the tattoo appointment? Honestly, I would do the same. I would cancel as well. I can understand as like a creative person, someone coming to you and criticizing your work and saying, hey, can you make some changes? Can be kind of, you know, devastating, especially if you've put a lot of time and effort into it. But you as a tattoo artist that is permanently scarring people for life need to understand that that is part of the job. People are going to say, hey, can you make changes? Or I don't like this. Can you do this? Because it's going on them for life. You know, you want your clients to be happy. And I feel like what this person said is very valid because I spotted the issue with the teacup straight away. I didn't notice the wings until, you know, I read that. And the toe thing, I wouldn't have noticed that either. And I applaud this client for actually nitpicking this tattoo because there are too many people out there that will just accept something and then end up with a tattoo that they don't like. I fully believe that this person is not overreacting by any means, and I feel like the tattoo artist probably should have gone about things a lot better. Am I overreacting to boyfriend's tattoo of his wife's name on his arm? I, 33 female, have been in a relationship with my boyfriend, 49 male, for just over a year. It's been the best year of my life. We get along so well and we have so much fun together. The issue that I struggle with is that I get really insecure about his wife's name tattooed on his arm. They separated 15 years ago. Because she came out as gay. Yes, queen! He has 3 children with her and they're best friends to this day. He sees her every weekend, mows her lawn, and buys her groceries. They share Christmas Day at each other's extended family. They're still married on paper because they never felt the need to get a divorce. Their 3 adult children live between their 2 households, and because they have limited cars and driver's licenses, they're always driving each other around and spending time at each other's houses. Then the tattoo. When he first told me about it, he acknowledged it's dumb to get your partner's name tattooed on yourself, but he's not worried because she is the mother of his children. I get really uncomfortable about this. They're not together, but emotionally and logistically, they choose to act like a family unit. I feel like the side piece in a family dynamic. I'll never be the mother of his children because those days are done for him. I feel like his wife holds a special place that I can never fill. This has made me consider leaving even though I love him so much. I just can't shake the feelings of insecurity and jealousy when I think about the important role his wife has in his life. Wow. Okay. I'm in two minds with this because I do kind of understand where this person is coming from. You know, I myself would have some doubts of like, well, maybe he still like romantically loves her and is just letting her live the life that she wants to because he loves her so much and he's willing to just like step back and just, you know, let her do her thing. I'd have that thought in my brain, but another part of me, like 70% of me, is like, this guy sounds like such a good dude. Like, he's there for his kids, he's there for his ex-wife, he's still helping out. That's the mother of his children. Like, I kind of just see green flags. I don't know whether the bar is so low for men lately that I can't see through the shit, and I'm just like, this sounds like such a good guy. Like, why is there not more people like this, you know? I'd be in awe of this man. I'd just be like, wow, you're just so cool and you still care about, you know, your family. Like, I feel like this is what co-parenting should be about. And yes, the children are adults now by the sounds of things. Yes, 3 adult children that live between their households. I mean, they can't be that old. Like, if the boyfriend's 49, maybe the oldest child is what? Maybe 30-ish? Probably like early to late 20s. And the person who posted this has been in the relationship with the man here for just over a year. I feel like if there was something suspicious happening, it would have happened by now, you know? Like, I feel like, again, I understand this person's thoughts and feelings and doubts and what have you, but it's been over a year now. You know what you signed up for, you know, like all of this would have come to light very, very early on. I feel like you either get out now if it's making you uncomfortable, which I understand, or you just put it all to this one side, right? It's very evident that this boyfriend's ex-wife means a lot to him, and I get that, especially like I've never had children, never want children, but I know that there is a special bond between people who create children or have children together, you know? Obviously there is times where it goes very, very sour and it's very, very bad, but I know that there is, you know, deep down a bond there, right? If I was this person, I'd either cut ties right now, depending on how strong these doubts are, or fully commit to this situation, get so involved in my other half's children's lives and, you know, become best friends with his ex-wife and what have you, like make a full-on family unit so you don't feel like the side piece. I feel like this person maybe isn't, you know, getting involved with what's happening, and that's why she probably feels so isolated. I don't know, but I feel like this kind of family dynamic isn't for the weak. You know, like it takes a special, you know, girlfriend to come in and accept all of this baggage. Okay, I'm gonna read one more for this video. Am I overreacting over a tattoo my boyfriend got on a night out? Oh lord. My boyfriend, 19 male, got an arse tattoo of 2 cherries on a stripper pole. Oh god. I was originally okay with this because he told me he got it because he lost a bet. But when he told me the full reason why he got the tattoo, I couldn't deal with it. He was playing poker with his mates at a strip club. I was not aware he went to strip clubs in the first place, and this is a whole separate issue. And there was a stripper called Cherry. Oh no. I also found out he follows her socials. He was drunk and said if he lost the game of poker, he would get Cherry on a stripper pole tattooed on his arse. He lost. He then went back to the strip club and showed this woman his arse with the tattoo. I don't think I can be with someone who has a tattoo representing another woman. Was it all just a bet / joke? Was it something more? Okay, so... Now, if it was me in this situation, someone who just does not give a crap about much, if Tom come home after playing poker, lost a bet, got a tattoo like this, I literally wouldn't care. I would just laugh and just be like, okay, fair. I respect it. Was the stripper hot? You better have tipped her good. On a real though, I know that this is quite a touchy subject for a lot of couples. I know some people are not very comfortable with their other halves, you know, delving into the strip club world for whatever reason. I understand. I'm not going to dispute it. I wouldn't say this person is overreacting as such because that's their boundaries and what they're comfortable with. And I guess this boyfriend has crossed over that. And this person has every right to, you know, be upset with this whole thing. So yeah, I think it just depends per person. You know, you might feel different to me. Again, I don't particularly care as much, you know. Like my definition of cheating is having like an emotional affair with someone or, you know, physically cheating. Like that's obviously a boundary for me. Don't accept that. Would be incredibly pissed. But I feel like some men with peace and love, they don't even think about these things, do they? Like when it comes to like strip clubs, they see it's harmless fun. Like they're not actually cheating because they're just sitting there or what have you, just looking. They're not touching, so it's not a big deal. Like honestly, sometimes thoughts do not come to men, do they? Like, but yeah, I wouldn't see this as something more. I wouldn't, you know, instantly think that my boyfriend is cheating on me, you know? Like, it seems like a funny joke, night out tattoo situation. Okay, my darlings, that is it for today's video. Again, please do leave your thoughts and opinions down below. I'm very excited to read your comments on this video. And yeah, until my next video, stay safe, stay well, and until my next video, bye.